Hello everyone and welcome to my channel Lok Lom and this playlist My Buddhist Journey, where I would like to take you with me on my destination to Nirvana, the cessation of suffering. I'm here now in this so beautiful, wonderful garden, literally the most beautiful garden I've ever seen, and I have the chance to be here for a whole week and enjoy the silence, the sounds of nature, and it is actually very much a Buddhist place. I will show you soon. So today I would like you to come with me on my experiences of the temple Wat Pa Tam Wua, which you have seen in the last video. And yeah, I learned a lot from those 17 days, which today I would like to share it with you. Some realizations I had there, as well as some general Buddhist ideas I got to know or got reviewed. So let's go. In the temple I got to learn that there are two different kinds of meditation. The first is called Samata and the second is called Vipassana. So Samata was already there in India before the Buddha came. Samata literally means to calm your mind, to enter into a mind state where you are peaceful, where you are happy, and where your thoughts get clarified, less thoughts, and this is actually then the basis for Vipassana. So Vipassana literally means to see clearly, to see the truth. So this is the basic goal of Buddhism, to see the truth of how things really are. So first we practice Samatha. We have different techniques for doing that. And once we have reached clarified, a clear mind, we are then able to see how things really are. And for that we also need the Buddhist teachings and then the practice to always check ourselves, to check our mind, to check our body, to check our feelings, everything that is going on inside of us, to see about the truth of ourselves. And so let me take you into the garden and talk more about it. Did you know the actual meaning of meditation? Meditation, which I learned from Wat Pa Tam Wua, comes from the Pali Sanskrit word Bhavana. Bhavana means to cultivate. The cultivation. So, what do we want to cultivate in meditation? We want to cultivate peace, we want to cultivate happiness, and also we want to cultivate the right way of thinking, the right way of responding to what the mind is telling us. Sometimes we have a bad feeling, we have a bad thought, so feelings follow the thoughts. And then, if we are mindful in the meditation, we can change this. So this is a sort of cultivation. And I feel like working in the garden since 3 years has made me understand this principle very well. Because what we do here in the garden is to cultivate what we want. The garden is like our mind, and the plants we are growing here are like our thoughts, our feelings, everything. What do we want? What do we don't want? If there are some thorns, there are some grasses that I don't like, I just take them out. And then the plants that I like, I will support them. I will give them a lot of love, a lot of attention. I will water them. I will give them some food. I find it's a wonderful practice to be in the garden. Buddhist practice in the garden. In Wat Pa Tam Wua, we practice meditation in 3 postures. We start with a walking meditation, continue with a sitting meditation, and end with a lying meditation. So eventually we want to be able to keep that mindfulness in every situation of our life, in every second, in every moment, whatever happens, so that we are always safe. So, having this said, what we finally want in life, right, is to be aware, is to be mindful in every moment of our life. Even in situations like this, when we go back to our real life, and there are things we need to do. There are things that might be dangerous, like driving a car or taking this papaya from the tree, which, is not always safe to do. This white thing comes out of the tree that can even make you blind. I might have fallen off from the tree or whatever. But being mindful, everything is possible. There is a reason why we practice walking meditation first and then continue with sitting meditation, and that is because the walking meditation is supposed to bring us mindfulness, the mindfulness of the body. I feel the sensations of my body, the feet on the ground, the heat of the sun right now, whatever is in my surroundings, the noises, the colors, everything. And then eventually this helps me when later sitting to calm down. So I imagine there could be other ways how to get to that point of mindfulness first. I could practice some yoga, I could practice some qigong. These are also gentle ways to bring mindfulness. There are often people who raise the question that when they sit in meditation in the evening, even for 1 hour, why they can't get to that concentration, to that peace, and their mind goes on thinking and thinking and thinking. And the monks in the temple explained to us that you actually need that practice of mindfulness for the whole day, so that you can be able to concentrate in the evening as well. This was way too hot between the bananas. Luckily I found this nice place here, a little bit under the shadows of this wonderful tree. And we'll continue sharing something about mindfulness with you. So there are 4 layers of mindfulness. Number 1, the body. Number 2, the feelings. Number 3, the mind. And number 4, the Dharma. So then also in different temples there are different approaches, which method you use to find your goal, to trying to reach your goal, the Buddhist goal. And most of Theravada Buddhist temples focus on the body, which is then called Kayanupassana. So insights through the body. Then there is Vedananupassana, which is the focus on the feelings, which is the Goenka line mostly doing. Then there is what is called Cittanupassana, and this is actually how it is practiced mostly in Wat Pa Tam Wua. The monk Pranik told us that there are not many temples in Thailand and Myanmar who focus on this kind of insight meditation. And he also told us that at the time of the Buddha, only 20% of the arahats, so 20% of the people who gained enlightenment, found their way through these methods. Most of, like 50% by Kayanupassana, by the body method. Anyway, he told us that if we are possible to practice it with Cittanupassana, then it is much faster. We will reach our goal much, much faster. He also added that this is a method mostly appropriate for people who are good in analytical thinking, in clear thinking. So, what does all this mean? Are you confused? Well, I'm confused. This is a really complex topic, and it takes a long time to understand and to practice. So I hope I can share some information here, and there's something that you can gain out of it. And by this, I'm learning by myself. I review these things for myself as well. So, Cittanupassana, the mindfulness of the mind. What does this mean? This means I am not the mind. I'm not this body, but I'm also not the mind. So when we practice in meditation, how it is taught in Wat Pa Tam Wua, we will practice to know when we are lost in thoughts, and then when we come back to our body, in that moment, we have a few seconds of time, Pranik told us, where we can actually get the knower, we can catch the knower. And who is the so-called knower? Yeah, this is the big question. And I feel like I could catch a little bit small insights here and there, but I don't feel like talking much about this because I still didn't understand it. Yeah, so I hope you don't feel too confused now and still willing to follow. I'd like to share one last input with you I got in the temple. And this is what one of the monks told us, that we should think of our practice being separated in 3 parts. Number 1 is the Dharma practice, so the reading, so listening to some teachers like in the temple, or watching some YouTube videos of some teacher you like. Then the second part is the actual doing, which means your practice, which is your meditation practice. And then the third part is the reflection part. So taking a diary and writing down and actually reflecting on what you have found in your meditation. Often then in the meditation you find that you think of some things that you have read or heard in the Dharma teachings. So this all works together. The day is over, and now I would like to share one last thing I've learned and could already integrate here and there into my daily life. This is the evening chanting, and after this, at 8 p.m. I will go do some meditation and then to sleep at 9 p.m. So I'm so lucky here in this room where I'm staying at the farm, at this wonderful land. Here's the bed, and yeah, there's this huge Buddha statue picture here. So it's really made for my Buddhist practice. I'm so thankful. Big thanks to all of the people who helped me to come to this wonderful place, the whole Pampan community, and especially Brandon and Laurel who brought me here, and of course Philip and Nam, the owners of this land. Thank you so much. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, push the subscribe button, and if you want to get notified, then get the ring as well. And yeah, if you like, now listen to some chanting to finish this video, and check out some videos that might pop up here sooner or later, and see you in the next episode in my Buddhist journey. Sawadee krap. Bhutang bhagavantang abhivatemi ข้าพเจ้าอภิวาทพระผู้มีพระภาคเจ้าผู้รู้ผู้ตื่นผู้เบิกบาน I bow down before the Buddha, the exalted one.